Guys, what you're going to watch now, that's exactly how it happened and how I got to my salvation. Hope you can relate. Hope you can learn from it. Please, guys, leave me a comment so I can get to know you. But I'm going to share my whole process from day one till where I am today. 9 years later, and everything I went through, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the I don't understand, the I understand. Oh, it was fun and games. Reality kicked in, but I wouldn't have changed it for the world. It's the best thing I still ever did. But I just had this need to start sharing it with people, and maybe help. Maybe it can help. Maybe you can learn from me. But guys, please just leave comments so that we can let's share our experiences. Because after my salvation life, that's only when life actually started. So. But yeah, like I said, it also has its ups and downs. But I'll share everything with you. Every week I'm going to post something about what happened and why it happened. And like I said, sometimes just being dumb and not understanding what it's about. But hey, that's part of the process. So let's enjoy it. Enjoy the video. And I'll see you guys next week.
Finding Purpose, a journey to faith. I met Arnold years back and he told me his story. I really enjoyed it and it had a huge impact on my life. Now I want to share it with you as well. Please join me. It was a Saturday at the CTICC. We see Arnold walking aimlessly through and between temporary exhibitions, stands busy being built for an upcoming event. His face shows a mixture of emptiness and sadness. Now, let's meet Arnold. Looking at him on the surface, he had it all. A good job, well-respected, nice townhouse, a good marriage, healthy and a busy social life. Well-liked amongst his peers, he had achieved a lot in his life already and had some great successes. But deep down, something was eating at him. He still felt empty, and if something was missing, he just could not understand what it was. That same Saturday night, Arnold was sitting alone on his couch, staring blankly at the TV. He felt empty, searching for something he couldn't quite name, thinking deeply about the conversation he had with Dom and Neil earlier that day, slowly realizing that there must be something about what they said. Little did he know, his life was about to change dramatically. Let's go back and see. Arnold was working at the CTICC, overseeing the health and safety aspects for a build-up to an upcoming event hosted by the CTICC. Walking around and in between the stands, doing his checks to ensure that all building is done according to the health and safety standards of the CTICC. Two men that he previously met at CTICC, Dom and Neil, approached him.
Hey there, big build-up. Are you happy with the standard of my build?
Yeah, you guys are doing great. Thank you for that.
Myself and Neil are going for lunch. Would you like to join us? We are just going to grab something at the coffee shop here.
What started as a casual conversation turned into something more. Dom and Neil started share their stories of their lives prior to salvation and how bad it was, both at a point of total destruction, both telling how they had questions and looking for answers that nobody could give them. The empty feeling they had and could not find direction in their lives. Both of them described what happened to them when they went to church and how they found purpose and joy in their lives through their faith after salvation.
The free gift of salvation has completely transformed my life. The church gave us a sense of community, belonging, and the love we feel there. It's indescribable. All our questions were answered, every last one. I finally found direction. It is a great feeling. Can't thank God enough.
We'd love for you to experience it yourself. Why don't you join us this Sunday? Just come and have a listen and decide after if you would like to join or not. No pressure, just come and enjoy.
Well, listening to your tales of horror. No, I am only joking. I think I will. Thank you for the invite, much appreciated.
That is great news. Service starts at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. We will be waiting at the door for you.
As Arnold was walking back to the event, he was thinking to himself, this sounds like it might help me with what I am looking for. They also were all over the place, and looks like they found exactly what they were looking for. I have to go. If it works for them, after the stories I just heard, salvation must be real.
Oh yes, at this part coming now, that Sunday when I went in, that's what my next video is going to be about. What happened that Sunday. Oh my word, you wouldn't believe it. Now there's a story you can tell your grandchildren one day. That was one crisis on top of the other. But after it happened, I knew why and I understood why. But I'll share that with you in detail as well. So yeah, sorry for interrupting, but enjoy, and I'll see you guys next week.
Sunday morning, as Arnold is walking up to the church, his eyes widen as he takes in the scene. People greeting each other warmly, smiles all around. And yes, Dom and Neil waiting for him at the door. He was blown away by the appreciation and excitement on their faces. As if they knew something he didn't. Stepped into the church, something shifted. He felt a warmth, a sense of belonging he'd never experienced before. He felt alive, something started to happen inside of him. The praise and worship began. The music swells and the congregation sings with heartfelt enthusiasm. The energy in the church was electrifying. Arnold found himself swept up in the music, feeling a connection he couldn't explain. His message, Arnold felt as if every word and phrase was meant just for him, answering all of the questions that had been weighing on his heart for 28 years. Finally being answered, all of them in an hour, he could not believe what has just happened. The message on that day came from the Bible verses. John 3:16-17. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. The pastor gives an altar call. Arnold hesitates, then stands up and responded to the call. The pastor said, God's love for you is unconditional. He loved you first. No matter where you've been or what you've done, he's waiting with open and loving arms. He wants you to come home to your Father so he can protect you, guide you, and give you the strength you need to live the life he wants for you. We serve a forgiving and loving God, a God of restoration and renewal. Arnold left the church that day with a bright smile on his face, feeling renewed inside. I witnessed him in the following weeks, months, and years, serving in the church, volunteering and enrolling in Bible school, and forming new, healthy, and true friendships. Arnold had finally found what he'd been searching for all along. He wasn't just a new man, he became the man God wanted him to be. A warrior of God with a purpose in life.